Well, see if you can just see, because you shouldn't, I don't think you should have to subscribe to watch it. So go to our channel again. So you can sit up against the wall and use, if you want to sit up on blankets, you can. Okay, great. All right. I'm going to hang up now. Okay, bye now. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hello. All right. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for you being here.
What's your thing? Well, after this week, we need more de-stressing. So we'll settle into meditation to see what happens. Do y'all have any requests or anything you want to discuss before we start? Okay.
When I talk about importance of emotions, like I think you were talking before class about just because it's raining, it doesn't make the rain wrong. And just because you're angry, it doesn't make the anger wrong. It's what you do with it, you know. And I think that awareness, I'm angry, and to bring yourself back down, why am I angry, what's going on, what can I do about this? I think that's the important. Feel those feelings.
Yes, it is. It's so important to feel your feelings and not try to push them away or push them down, but just to let them pass through, because emotions are like weather. They're just changing always, and it creates a lot of so much more angst and so much more turmoil within if you don't allow those emotions to come out, you know? So I find myself, if I start getting agitated and start getting just uptight, you know, I just go and I let myself do a nice little cry. And sometimes it just takes even a minute, you know, or 30 seconds, and then that passes through, and then I can get a clearer head again, instead of, you know, if you just let it kind of fester and fester and fester and keep trying to push it away, then it just starts to build. It starts to build. So it's like and then it builds and builds, and then it explodes or ruptures, and then there's this big release, you know, usually in ways that you don't really approve of, you know, and then that goes into self-beat up or self-criticism. And so if you really bringing more awareness to your emotions so that you can kind of get them in the initial period of them so that you can deal with them, then let them pass through, and then you can go on about your business or start to deal with what is creating the emotion, you know, start to make some better choices for yourself, or to try to settle into a more loving place with others, you know, if they're the ones that are triggering that in you. Or usually it always kind of circles around back to you, though. It always circles around back to you, even if other people are triggering it. It's what's going on with you. What are you afraid of? Usually that's what it is. What are you afraid of? Because under anger, there's always fear. Under anger, there's always fear. All right. So let's set into a comfortable seated position with your spine up nice and long. And we're going to do a hand position here. We'll start with our index finger and thumb to touch a small circle. But then at some point, I might ask you to slide the index finger down to the first knuckle of the thumb so it looks like this. So it's just a smaller circle. And then I might ask you to slide it down to the base knuckle of your thumb. So it's a really small circle. Okay, so that's what it looks like so that you don't have to look when we start moving our hands that way, okay? So first we let index finger touch the thumb, palm face up, and drop your shoulders, palms face up on your legs. Might feel good to close your eyes or look down to the floor in front of you. But try not to bow your head. Let your spine be nice and long, including the neck. Let your breath get just a little bit longer, a little bit slower. And we're starting to listen inward, turning our attention inward. And scan your body. Where are you holding tension that you could let go of? Check in with the mouth, the eyes, the shoulders, the glutes, your legs, the hands. Let your breath get a little bit longer and a little bit slower. Try to soften the scalp more. Allow more softness around your collarbones. If you can check into your mind, and is there a conversation going on right now in your mind? Or are you reliving past experiences, cycling through those? And just kind of notice where you are mentally. Or are you restful and at ease in your mind? And do your best to let the mind start to settle and slow. And focusing on the breath is so helpful to calm our mind. Just watching the breath roll in and roll out. As if you were sitting beside the ocean, watching the waves roll in and roll out. Let the breath hypnotize you, just like those waves do so often when you go to the beach. Now gently slide the index finger down to that first knuckle that you touch on your thumb to make a smaller circle. And then relax your palms. And breathing into the upper chest. Direct the breath there. And as you breathe into the upper chest, start to tune into your emotional state. What emotions are on the surface for you right now, if any? Maybe you're void of emotions. Just notice your emotional state and get okay with what you find. And whatever emotional place you find yourself in, move your breath to that place where you feel the emotion. Where does the emotion reside in your body? Imagine you can breathe into that one place. Breathing into the joy or the sadness or the anger or the peace. Just giving yourself space to feel what you feel. The emotions are like the weather, always changing and never wrong. You don't make Mother Nature wrong for raining or for storming. Just allowing a bit more self-acceptance. And then allowing the emotions, see if you can kind of inquire what's underneath the emotion. What's the fear underneath if it's a negative one? Or if you're feeling a more positive emotion, what's igniting that? If you want to, slide the index finger down to the base knuckle of the thumb, giving a very small circle, and then soften the palms and the fingers. Now imagine dropping into a deep well or cavern where it's really dark but really safe. You feel almost really warm and nurtured in that place. Like it's your quiet place, your safe place. So it's a place where you can go and just rest. You can feel the earth underneath you. It's like you're dropping into Mother Earth's womb. Just letting yourself rest there. Feeling very nurtured, very safe, very warm. And this is a place to listen deeply. And to give yourself that safe place to do so. Now, once you possibly pass through the emotion, place to rest into deep peace. The place underneath the weather of your emotions. A place where no external storm can affect you. A place for you to restore and realign. And you can stay here as long as you like. If you are ready to return to the surface, gently let yourself rise up from the earth, back up into your body, and start to breathe deeply again. As the breaths got quieter, when we got quieter inside, you can start to open your hands up, wiggling the fingers and the toes, and bringing the palms together at the heart to connect with this beautiful heart. No matter what emotional state it's in. The beauty of your heart is always there. So thank you for gathering. Namaste.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's great.